war is not just we go there, we fly the flag, we shoot a few things and win and walk away, which has been propaganda for since the First World War, if not before or before that.
Learning how to do music on a DS.
Art's a fundamental of our human existence. It's why you get up in the morning.
It makes a grey, old, drabby wall look amazing.
Why wait for someone to give you a gallery when you can make your own?
Again, the whole world's your canvas, really, isn't it?
You get romantically attached to a city. You get romantically attached to Liverpool. And actually, I've always thought of her as a kind of a mother that you can't get rid of. We're convinced that a healthy city needs a healthy street art culture. You look around the world, Sao Paulo, Toronto, Melbourne, all have embraced the concept of street art and used it as a way of regenerating their economy and to some extent their own personal culture too.
It's there, do you know what I mean? Its influence is everywhere, and you see it, or it's around everywhere. Once you realise, you'll start to look and see it in more places than you'd even imagine, you know. If you look at, and I'll speak from the graffiti writer's point of view, or graffiti artist's point of view, it's a global scene. It's one of the biggest art forms in the world.
It's also good for the city as well, to be honest. You know, if other artists or other people come to the city, they can see what's going on. It's a good way of like interacting, it's a good way of finding inspiration.
Street art is without boundaries, you know. There's no closed doors to it. It's there.
Street art's always had an interesting relationship with the law and with the landlords on whose walls they often work.
Starting off, and whenever you're just doing tags and you're just doing throw-ups and dubs, like you get that buzz, it's illegal.
What we don't want is to be ignored. So that's why we're out on the street, because we're fed up of creating in our gallery, in our bedroom, in our minds, and just not getting seen.
The art becomes a collaborative effort of everybody who's involved.
There's so many people pushing it and fronting it, you know, it's going to get there, and it's one of the fastest moving contemporary art forms out there. What can be done with it, and like I think every artist out there who's never used it before is going to use it eventually, you know what I mean? Like it's going to happen no matter what. Like.
Street art gives us an ability to get out there and directly actually work with the audience, the public, the people, as far as we're concerned, me and Pamela, who matter. You know, this is not about us working for glory, money, or the desire to be, you know, the next Banksy or the next Black Marat. This is us saying that we think that the street arts has an ability to talk directly with the people, to have a dialogue.
It's become more accepted in Liverpool, but it's been a long, hard struggle, and it's only for the likes of artists like us and other artists that keep on prodding away and banging the door, you know, and sort of knocking down them barriers. It takes a long time to do that, but you still have to do it, you know. If you're passionate about something, you carry on.
Street art, and part of that graffiti element, is the biggest thing as far as art is concerned at the moment, I think. As a movement, it really is there, and I think it's ignorant for, I suppose, the art world to not realise it's there.
There's a certain arrogance about it. We reckon our stuff is really shit hot and it's going to be really brilliant and they're going to absolutely love it, but we don't know. We can come back the next day and we can find there's a big pair of boobies on it and we'll all have a good laugh.
The International Festival for Business is a gathering of business people and entrepreneurs and diplomats from all over the world who'll be coming together to try to develop trade, to develop investment opportunities, to try to encourage and support UK businesses to export all over the world. And in order to make sure that all those people coming to the city see what a fine city it is, we've attempted to pull together a major cultural programme that will last not only through June and July, the period that the International Festival for Business is running, but will extend across the summer. And we've called this summer's events One City, One Summer. So the cultural programme ranges from the immense to the intimate, from the mainstream to the marginal, from the classical to the contemporary, including as highlights, for instance, we've got the Liverpool Biennial, which is the UK's largest contemporary art event. We've got blockbuster exhibitions happening at the Tate and at the Walker Gallery, with Mondrian at the Tate and Grayson Perry at the Walker, and a feast of other arts events. We've got orchestral happenings from the Royal Philharmonic, whose own home at the Phil is closed for refurbishment, and so they're popping up like a house band at the St George's Concert Hall, in the parks, at the Cathedral. An exciting new commission has been built by Liverpool Biennial, featuring a new work by Michael Nyman, a commemorative work in memory of the victims of the Hillsborough disaster. And the finale to the festival will be an extraordinary piece of street theatre produced by Royal Deluxe, who are widely acknowledged to be one of the greatest street theatre companies in the world. And it's going to be a show that is in commemoration of the start of First World War, memories of August 1914. And over a 5-day period, it'll take to the streets with the giant creatures of Royal Deluxe, who will retell that tale. And we're thinking that more than 1 million people are likely to land in the city just for that one event. So it's going to be an extraordinary summer in Liverpool. And once the International Festival for Business is over at the end of July, things continue. Early August, there's going to be a lot of events commemorating that start of the First World War. And then we move out of that period into the second half of August, when the parks and various venues in the city will be full of fantastic offerings from the Liverpool International Music Festival, which premiered last year, and this year will be even bigger and better than ever. In fact, there's so much of it, it's very difficult to talk about it, and so I'd recommend that people go to the www.ifb2014.com website and or the visitliverpool.com website, and the full cultural programme is there to be seen by all.
Art Schools is an inter-school art competition for Year 6 and Year 9 students in schools within the Liverpool City region. It's a healthy competition to promote art in schools and to encourage students to go outside of the classroom and into the art world. And this year we're working with the Walker Art Gallery for our host the exhibition of the winners for all the competition. The objectives are to sort of encourage art in schools, to promote art in the classroom when the national curriculum is sort of pushing art aside a little bit. We're sort of trying to bring it back to the forefront and encourage creative career paths and to celebrate good artwork in the schools and to celebrate it with the community. It's a big achievement to have artwork in the Walker Art Gallery, and for such young age it's a brilliant opportunity. We're recruiting schools in primary and secondary. It's for year 6 and year 9. Any school within the Liverpool City region. They just need to go onto our website and find a sign-up form and email that back to us. We'll have all our schools signed up by the 20th of December. The work is submitted by February. We then have a judge's vote and a public vote, and a winner from every single school. Every school will be represented in an exhibition at the Walker Art Gallery, which is in the 16th of May. It's the opening.
It's the only Chinese orchestra in Europe, and it's very big, and Mr. Lee put loads of effort in it. And it's just, you've got kids, little and big kids, and you've never seen them before, so it's a good thing to see it.
It's like a whole new world, because it's like you never heard this music ever before, and it's very traditional. It's like an imagination better than yours, so it's like you have a whole new dream. My instrument is called the Yanqing.
The instrument called keypass, 4-string. You use the fake note to play it, so you create a better sound.
I play the instrument, it's called bamboo flute. When I need to change the key, I need to change the note of the flute. So I need a lot of the flute to ready to change it in the performance.
My instrument is dahu, so it's something like cello.
Whatever instrument the young person chooses to play, they receive one-to-one tuition from the master, Mr. Lee, who is both conductor and teacher. Although the Pagoda Chinese Youth Orchestra is steeped in tradition, it always welcomes collaborating with other artists and trying something new. The Pagoda Chinese Youth Orchestra performs nationally and internationally. Audiences come to see the young people play. They come to experience Chinese culture and enjoy the music.